G'day again everyone. Today I'm going to film the removal of the front handbrake cable because there are no videos on the net on how to do this. If you've got a workshop manual it tells you, but I just had one go on me overnight, so I've already started, so I apologise for that. I started last night because I got the shits with the car, but we'll go out to the car and I'll show you what I've done. I'll show you what you've got to do. Okay, so this is where we're at. I've already taken the handbrake lever out. You will have to remove your driver's seat. So the handbrake lever is fairly simple. You take your boot off, or I think you could probably get it out without it, but you're better off taking the rubber boot off. That just slides up over here. I'll show you in a minute. Two 15mm bolts, and be very careful. Right here is your handbrake light, and the wire for it is very fragile, so don't, when you undo your 15mm bolts, don't just pull it up. Just be very careful. I'll show you the wire and I'll show you what I mean. There's the wire. It's only a thin wire, very fragile, you can break it, so watch out for that. Now, it's my understanding, because I haven't done this before, and I think it's a really effing stupid setup, but you have to remove the console, which really pisses me off, because I've just had all of this interior out and now I'm pulling it out again. So I've already removed that section. I have a bit more to remove, because mainly if you've just got a ute like me and you've only got the power windows in there, that's all you've got to unplug. If you've got any switches back there, or I've got me heated seat switch, you'll have to unplug them too. And if you've never had it out before, I'll show you something. There's one screw up the front. Very easy to miss, and you end up snapping or breaking your console. So and I've got to undo, because I've got to undo my USB port things, because I put a USB port inside the console. So yes, so that's what I've got to do. So to remove the console, there's two bolts down here. You've got to pull this rubber thing out, which I'll need a screwdriver for or somewhere to grab it, because it actually clips in. But if I could just grab it, hang on. No, it's not. Oh yeah. I'm trying to be careful because I really don't want to break the stuff, but like I said, I'm a bit pissed off. Anyway, there's the rubber bit. That's how it clips in. And I'll get a light. For once I've actually got a light here. Miracle, eh? There's your bolts. 10mm. Undo those two. One screw, two screw. I'm going to leave these side panels on. Last time I took them out, but I don't think I need to remove them, just to lift the console out. So I'll have a go at that. And according to the workshop manual, that should be all you've got to remove. Now there's my handbrake cable hanging out here, because it's actually, the little ball bit breaks off underneath, and I thought that I could sort of slide it out and slide a new one back in, but no, it's all one big piece. You've got to replace the whole cable. So I shall remove this console. I don't know where I'm going to actually set you up to film this, because I've got this little stand, but it's like a magnetic one. I'll see if I can angle this down. Alright. Because I don't want you to miss any of the action. So I'm just getting me 10mm ready. I don't know about you blokes, but I find a lot of people make YouTube videos, and even the really good blokes that I like, sometimes they don't actually show you what to do. They just go, righto, you've got to remove the wheel hub, and then they come back and it's off. And they go, oh yeah, I've got it off now. And they go, well, yeah, that's good. You can show me how to get it off. So that's why I film all this shit. I'm trying to show you. I know it's boring as batshit. If you don't need to know this, you've probably done it before. Just fast forward. So I'll get these two out. I've got a whole heap of wires underneath my console because I put heated seats in. If you watched the channel, you would have heard me talk about it. And like I said, I've put these just unplug though. I'm talking about the USB ports. I know you can't see. I'm sorry. I'm not very good. Bit hopeless. Anyway, I've got my heated seat module here, which I've got to do something with. So let me see what you can see. So yeah, mine just plug in there, and I've got them in the threaded through. One's for the stereo, so to play me music, and the other one is a charging one that I wired in here. You'll see all these wires here. I've got to undo the lighter socket. Okay, I think I might be ready. So now what I'm going to do, sorry, I'm holding this one-handed. So we're just going to undo the two front ones. Thing with this bloody GoPro, I mean, they take good film, it's good quality, but geez, sometimes I think I was better off sticking with the phone. It's a pain in the arse. So it goes through a lot of battery, and the screen keeps going black, and I can't see what I'm filming. Got to keep touching it, and I know you can turn that off before you tell me. I know that. It's just a pain. The other thing, one thing that I really don't like about it, when I was using the phone, I could pause the filming. I found with this you can't. Righto. So it looks like one of my brilliant ideas about not removing the side panels is not going to work. It should, but it doesn't. Okay. I think I know why. So, alright, I'm going to do what I just criticised other people for doing. I'm going to remove the side panels, get them out, and we'll come back. Okay. I can get the carpet up with the console out, and that's what you got to undo. All of this shit just to get to that. And all I had to do was just cut the carpet and have a flap in the carpet that you could lift up to undo that. Anyway, that's what I got to do. I don't think I'm going to be able to film it because I don't know if that camera can see. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to use a right angle thing I've got on my little ratchet. And see if I can get it out. Just use a normal stubby screwdriver. I haven't got one here. Plus I'm showing off, you know, look at these fancy tools. I've got a right angle. This is a little Aldi socket set that I got. That's really good, mate. It's one of the best things I ever bought from there. use it all the time. Fits in the car really easy. I can't recommend it enough. Just for the really small bolts on that. I think it does go up to 13 mil. But yeah, I love them. I bought a couple. Okay, so I hope you can see that. So now, point right, if there's nothing else holding it, I should be able to move that. Ugh. It's still a struggle. Because there's a rubber grommet underneath. And because I haven't got the carpet right out, it's very hard. Okay. So I haven't undone it underneath yet. Even though it's snapped, there's another bolt underneath, so I'll bring you back up. So righto. Alright, I'm gonna have to get under the car. We'll undo, I think there's one bolt on a bracket under the car to do. And this cable, everything should just pull out this way and you feed the new one back in. I haven't got the new one yet. Just wanted to film this, but I'll come back when I get under the car. Okay, guess where we are now? Yep, under the car. Okay, this is the other bolt I've got to undo, so I just thought I'd show you. You can see that I've pulled the cable through. There's nothing at the end of there. The cable usually comes out of there, and back here, I don't know if you can see that. If I get the light out of the way, you can see the two rear cables, and it's all one piece. There's no bits and pieces of it, it's all one piece. So I've got to take this off, which I thought would be a 10 mil, but it doesn't look like it. So I'm going to see if I can hang you upside down and try and film this. Sorry, that's very bad camera work. I may have to make some adjustments because no, it's just very hard to set this up so I can actually get in there. I think it is 10, but I don't think I've brought a ratchet with me, but I don't think I'm going to get there, so I'm going to try. This is supposed to be magnetic, but see, if I do that, then I still can't. I'm trying to get everything to stick to the bottom of the transmission up, and I'm not having much luck, so I'll try with this. No, this socket's not going to work. Okay, I've got to go and get a 10 mil spanner. Alright, trying to adjust you so you can see. So I'm just going to see if it is. Yes, there's not much room, and a shorter spanner would suit me better, but let me see. No, of course not. So I can turn it a bit and then I can't get it off. Ah, Jesus. A flat spanner would be good. All I want to do is just undo it. I don't care. I'm so over this. This bad design. Bad design. I should have made it easier. Taken bloody consoles out and should have already, like I said, I've had it out. I had the whole interior out, and now I'm doing it again. So I'll get this out. Then I've got to try and push that rubber grommet back up through the floor. Ben, don't do that, mate. Come on. All right. All right. I think I'm gonna have to go back up inside the car again and have another go. All right, it's starting to come through. You just got to pull it. I don't know how much you can see, but I'm pulling it through. But I'm not going to be able to film it. So you can see the hole, I hope, over there. You can see it. So I pulled some of it through, but it's just a two-hand job and I can't film this unless I'll leave that there. I'm going to try. Mate, I'm not looking forward to putting a new one in, but come straight up. You've got to wriggle it round. That's it, she's out. So I'll show you. Get on the back of the car here. I've actually pulled it through, but okay, so it's fallen out. There's your inner cable. So there's your inner cable. That's the bit, that's your adjuster on your handbrake lever. And on this end, where is it? On that end should be a ball that's broken off. And there's a bracket that hooks on to the two rear cables, but I just don't know what I've done with that. And there's the other bit, which when you buy it, it's all one piece with the bracket on the end. So you just thread it back through, down through the floor of the car, back down through here, through the hole, which you may or may not see better. Hang on. You really got to roof this carpet. Look, if you want to make it easier, you can take the carpet out, or I'm not gonna. Anyway, you can see there's a hole there. That's where it goes. Once again, I've ripped everything out. I might try and fix up. See, this is me heated seat module. I had it glued down, but the console was hitting it. So I might try and relocate that so some good might come out of it. There's all. See, I just pulled the carpet up from the back. You could take your seat belt off and all this plastic side panel off and just roll all the carpet back and make it easier, but for two screws I just thought I'd put up with this, because like I said, I've already had all this out and it really pisses me off when I've just done something that I've got to pull the same thing out again. There's the console out. I'll just explain. I couldn't get it out before because I forgot to take the gear knob off and the gear boot. Once I got that off, out it come. There was one screw down here which I got with my little right angle thing out of this socket set. Otherwise the passenger seat would have been coming out. Anyway, so now I'm waiting for the part, the new part. What I will tell you is, if you have a sedan, it's one cable. If you have a wagon or ute, it's another cable. And don't even ask me about adventurers. They could be different again, or they should be the same as a wagon. Yeah, so wagons and utes are different. But it's probably something that you'll only do once. And I don't think they break too often, because there's a ton of genuine handbrake cables on eBay. Anyway, when I get the cable, which is next week, it'll probably be 1 second for you viewers, but we'll come back and we'll finish this. Okay, It's been probably 4 days, all of 1 second for you viewers, and the cable's here. Only thing I was disappointed with is, like I said, see how it's all one piece. It all comes one piece. There is the part number. This is for a ute and a wagon. If you have a sedan, it's different. Only thing is, Holden, being stingy, don't give you the gasket for here. So I had to peel the old one off, and I've just glued it on here. Glue's still a bit wet. And now we're going to feed it back through there. So I'm going to try and set you up, but you won't be able to see because everything's down behind the carpet. So what I've got to do is, this end stays in here, this end goes through like that. So you've got to feed that end through. There's a hole, I'll show you if it's at all possible. Yeah, so I can pull, I'll get this bag out of the way. You don't need that. There's the 2 screws. Sorry about the camera work, I'm holding the camera. I'm just gonna try, and I'm just pulling the carpet out of the way, but I can't really get out of the way, but you can see it down there. You can see the hole? That's where I'm going. I hope you can see it, just there. That's where I'm going. So I don't know if I can set this up well enough to see it. So there's the hole there. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. Let's go try and feed this up. It shouldn't really be that hard, really. I'll show you because the front bit, I'm just threading that through to where the handbrake lever bolts on, because this whole thing has to spin, and it's caught on something under the car. I'm just going to go under the car for a sec and grab that and turn it. Alright, it's not cooperating. I think I don't really know why. I don't think that can go, it can't go up the other way, so sorry. It's the problem I'm having, it's hitting under the car, it's hitting the tail shaft. Alright, I'll go back under got to go back under and try and turn it a bit. Nah. And it has to go through from here. So I'm going to try another way. It's really not. Try and do it this way. Try and do it this way, but it's very, very difficult, as you can tell. And it really, really shouldn't be. No. I reckon I'm gonna have to undo the center bearing. So I'm gonna have to drop the tail shaft down a bit to get this. So we'll come back when I've finished all that. Okay, we're under the car. Here's the end of the cable. I've got a 13mm socket. I need, I hope you can see, just here, I've got to undo this and drop it. Oh, I said I've got to undo this. That's it. Shouldn't make these videos because something simple always turns into something hard. If I didn't have the camera going, it'd be easy. Anyway, just fast forward through this if you don't want to watch me undo a couple of bolts. I've had a couple of blokes complain about me talking, which is fair enough, but I can't shut up. So, like I said, fast forward through if you don't want to watch this. Hopefully I'll get this down enough. It should allow me to get that cable. It's only because you've got to spin it. It's like an S-bend in the cable and it's solid. I didn't have to do this to get it out, but you could probably do it without taking this off, but there must be like a certain way you've got to thread it through, but I'd rather just do this. I don't want to muck around. Okay, so that, alright, I'm heading back upstairs in the car and I'll push it through. Alright, where is it now? It's pretty close. It's not as easy as what I thought, but That's all lining up. You know, I thought I had the bolt for it here, but of course I haven't. Back in a sec. Righto. I'll show you. I'm sorry, I thought this was going to be quick. Alright, let me see. I'll try and spin you, because I'm doing the bolt on top of here for this bracket under the car, which looks like it's adjustable. So I'm only going to do it finger tight for now, because I've got to be able to get back to these rear cables, and of course they're not going to cooperate. Don't tell me this is the wrong cable. If it is, I'm gonna scream. I'll go back upstairs, see if I can thread some cable through. Let me see what you can see. So, this is what I'm doing. So I'm at the back here, and I'm gonna put the rear cables in like that. There's two balls on the rear cables. That's what I'm doing, if I can get this to reach. Yep. So just put one in at a time. Put the ball in, make sure that's in. Make sure that's in. Okay. So I'll hold a bit of tension on there. I might actually do this up, because I've got to pull a bit of tension from the cable inside. So what I'm going to do is, so I'm finished under here, I'm going to tighten this up. I won't put the centre bearing back in yet. Chances are I'll be back under here. Okay, let's go back up top. Okay, what I've got to do now, and it's very hard to show you this. I've got to try and get these screws in. It's two Phillips head screws. So I'll try and get this one. For some reason the cable's got a bit of tension on it, so I've got this one in. The other one I'll have to do with my little socket set thing. I don't think I'll get it with that. Well, I might give it a go. Just my biggest problem is getting this carpet out of the way. If your carpet's out, you won't have this drama. I just don't want to pull it out. Like I said, I just had it all out, so I know you're probably saying if you just had it all out, you should know what to do, but I didn't actually pull the carpet all the way out. Just pulled it back up. So anyway, I'm nearly there. Not as easy as what I thought. Bloody prick of a job. After I've done this, we'll do the handle. Alright, what have I got?
I don't know if I've got that one. That one seems to be okay. Okay. It's one of the wires getting in the way. No, this one doesn't want to cooperate. I'll try this. I'll probably end up fast forwarding this because this is a fiddly. I can't get this carpet out of the way enough. Right. I'm going to turn it off. This is getting too long. I'll go under the car, got to have a look. Alright, I'm sorry. That took ages. I had such a hard time lining them up. The reason I had so much trouble is because I tightened that bolt up underneath, which I still got to do. But I think we might attack this. So let's figure this out. So that cable goes around. It's got to go up through there, like so. Keep this out of the way because this little wire has to go on at the back. So I'm going to put that on now. I said I'm going to put that on now. We'll try to. That's it. Okay. So try and I'm gonna try and get this in, although because this cable's new, it's a lot tighter. So I'm gonna find the nut if I can. Just gotta find the little nut. Okay, there it is. Little nut for the top, just so it can't slip out. And I want to do that. Then, okay. All right, so here we go. This is going to be hard again. So what I've got is the longer bolt, which has to somehow fit in here. Yeah. Okay, here we go again. I may have to go under. Oh, sorry about that. Hang on. I'm trying to film this, but I need to. This hole, this isn't quite lined up, so I need to hold it. That's it. Okay, then that's better. That's better. Okay, So now I'll put the other bolt in, which I just had that I don't have anymore. Where is it? There's seat bolts. Ah, there they are. I keep pushing my socket set on top of everything. And it's just a matter of adjusting this handbrake cable. Actually, I'm really stupid. The reason I had trouble putting this bolt in is because I've got the handbrake up. So let's push it down. There you go. That makes it a bit easier. So you don't do the stupid things I do. You won't have any trouble. Righto. So now I've got to get my other socket. Don't forget 15mm socket, which is under the car, of course. I've still got to tighten the bracket under the car and put the centre bearing back up. But we'll do this first. I thought I'll show you this and then you won't have to suffer watching this video, because the rest of it's just putting the console back in, and that's pretty straightforward. It's only 2 bolts at the back, a couple of screws at the front. Okay, that's nice there, and that's nice there. Like the Yanks say, we'll snug it up. There you go. So I'm going to turn this until I take up the tension. And of course I had a ratchet 10mm, here it is. Come on, give me a break. There, that needs a lot more tightening yet. I hope you can see it. I'll just do a rough adjustment for now. Yeah, like I said, the reason I had trouble lining the screws up back here is because I'd done that bolt up underneath. You need to be able to slide the cable around. So, but I still had a prick of a time, because the carpet's in. Took me ages, so you know, I think he suffered through enough of that. Bit more, I reckon. Let's try that. It's feeling better. A little bit more. Right. Maybe too much. You've got to allow, because I reckon the cable's going to stretch. No, I think it needs to go tighter myself. Should have left it where it was. That's it. Anyway, that'll do. Now, I don't know if I've told you before, I think I did. If you got your seat out, because I'm going to do a bit of tidying up here, so I'm not going to film putting the console back in. You should know there's 2 nuts, one there and one there, that go in the back. You've got to empty out your console, take the rubber bit out of the bottom, and 2 screws, one there and one there, and your gear shift. That's how it comes out. I won't film that I hope this helps, because I went to have a look at, there's no video on how to do these cables. Well, I couldn't find one anyway, but even that still looks loose. Oh, I know why. Alright, we'll just go one more time underneath. No, that's alright. See that bolt there, I've got to tighten it up and put the centre bearing. I'd better tighten that up now. And I'm just going to adjust this handbrake a bit more, but that's about it. Like I said, I won't show putting the console in. And what I started to say was, if your seat's out, don't turn your ignition on, because I'll show you, these are unplugged and you'll get an SRS light and you'll need a scanner to reset it. Anyway, sorry that you had to suffer through another video like this, but I hope it helped someone, because there was, like I said, there was nothing to tell me how to do this. So like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Back again. I don't know if you've noticed, but when I was turning the camera off, I thought, geez, that adjuster's up a long way and it still feels loose. So I got under the car, one of the cables had fallen off, so I just backed it off and redid it. So I'm just going to adjust it up again now, but yeah, watch out for that. It caught me. Alright, see you later.